This is Scott. It's a blessing to be here today. I'd just like to go ahead and share with you what God has placed upon my heart, and hopefully it can be a blessing to you. The scriptures that God has put with me today is in John chapter 15, when he talks about being the vine. As he says, I am the vine, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch that is in me and bears not fruit, he takes away. Every branch that bears fruit, he purges it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can you, except you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. He that abides in me, and I in him, the same brings forth much fruit. For without me you can do nothing. I just want to talk briefly about abiding in him, so that his will can be done through us. Abide in him, abiding in our Lord, so that his will can be done through us. And because, he says actually in Psalm 37, he knows the desires of our heart. And if we will delight in his ways, then he will bring those things to pass. Why is it? Because when we abide in him, when we delight in his ways, when we rest in him, all the things that we really do desire and express are really going to be of him. He will make us pure. He will have us clean, purified by his Spirit. And we will pray according to his will. The key, in this life, we have to understand he is the place we need to abide in, to rest from our works. If we don't, we can think about, I'll give you an example, Mary and Martha. We know Mary was at his feet. She just wanted to be at the feet of Jesus. Martha was always busy. Martha was always, and the same goes within our spirit. We can always be so busy and be spiritually troubled like Martha was, as an example, or we can be at the feet of Jesus like Mary was. We need to go ahead, and there is a time to be out there and be active. But first of all, we need to be at the feet of Jesus, so we can abide in him, we can rest in him, we can learn from him, and then by his Spirit, our life can be fruitful. How can it be fruitful? It can be fruitful in two ways. It can be fruitful by our character. The fruit, he wants to make a fruit in us, a fruit that will remain, and that we can set an example for our time, for the family, for the friends, and that they will say, this is what I long for. This is a peace. This is a joy. This is the love that my life needs. That is what we want others to be able to see and to say as a result. And that is a fruitfulness of the life we live. But then there is a fruit that will help us. That is to gain the fruit of the harvest of souls. And if you think about here, it says, if we don't abide in him, then it will basically cut us off, throw us into the fire. If we do abide in him and be fruitful, then there's a time of pruning, a time of cutting. If you find in your life and you were walking right with God, but you find that it seems like you're going through trials and tribulations, don't let that make you think you were failing God. It's just there is that time that God is saying, now is pruning season, and I'm going to make your life more fruitful. So remember this, abide in him. Always abide in him and rejoice in all things, knowing his love for you, and abide in him, trust in him, and all things will work together for good. And you will see your life be fruitful, and his glory will flow through you. So be blessed in the Lord. May his grace and peace and joy be with you always. Abide in him, and let his glory abide in you.